Tell me more about Tetelo.
I believe she truly loved Gunther. After all, she was raised to be her father's daughter. Their religion was not a choice she made, but a duty she endured. How can she be blamed for that? The spirit she has become, that is a different matter. It is utterly evil. I am certain that the lower Tetelo bears little resemblance to the woman Tetelo was before the burning in Charleston.
Well, that's comforting. That just means that she'll kill me much sooner than she normally would.
Tell me more about Tetelo.
She once was a beautiful and intelligent woman, and she probably did not deserve Gunther's betrayal. But the Tetelo we fight now is more akin to her tribe's dark gods than to anything human in nature.
Tell me more.
She once was
Okay, now let's talk about the Talisman.
Let's talk about the Talisman.
I myself have only seen it in old sketches and paintings, and in my dreams. It was in the family for centuries before Tetelo took it. It is believed to be as old as the role of Schattenjäger itself. The Talisman has genuine power. I don't know how or why, but it is so. The Schattenjägers swore to use the power for good, never for evil. For defense, not offense. Since it fell into Tetlo's hands, I'm afraid to think what the power has been used for, or what it will be used for in the future. With the Talisman, Tetlo has all the power and we none. The only possible way to fight her is to regain the Talisman. Then we will at least be on more equal footing.
How can we regain the Talisman?
We've been searching for the Talisman for years, ever since we lost it. It's a terrible thing to know that something powerful that was entrusted to us is in the wrong hands. The Talisman is probably buried with Tetlo's remains. That's what gives her lore so much power.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Talisman?
The most important thing about the Talisman is that it be once again in the hands of the Schattenjägers.
What about Tetlo's remains? Can we find him?
How would we find Tetelo's remains?
Ha! We have pondered that question a long time, Ritos. There are two probabilities. The first is that her remains are with the tribe at their current location. The other is that the remains were returned to a sacred place near the tribe's original homeland. We've tried to locate Tetlo's African homeland, but Gunther says so little in his journal about her tribe, and slaving records are practically non-existent. Also, Tetlo's tribe was utterly destroyed in its African form in the late 17th century. There was nothing like a census in Africa then. As for the other idea, we had no clue as to where Tetlo's people went after fleeing Charleston, until now.
So that means that the two possibilities, the Tetlo's remains, could either be in New Orleans or in Africa.
How would we find Tetelo's remains again?
We must locate the tribe's original African homeland. Her remains might be there, or they might be in New Orleans, buried among her descendants.
Excellent recap, Wolfgang.
Let's discuss the possible African homeland.
All right. Have you learned anything that might help us locate it?
I spoke with the Professor Horcrux. Unfortunately for him, he thinks the tribe's name was Agri, and that they lived near the Fon tribe in what is now called the People's Republic of Benin.
That is incredible, Gabriel. I must go research this new information in my library right now.
Wait, what should I do?
Stay low. If you get a chance, you might look into the possibility that Tetlo's remains are somewhere in New Orleans. But don't try to broach their private areas without my assistance, Gabriel. You will make a fine Schattenjäger, but only if you are not dead.
Sure, I'll wait.
Bye then, Gabriel, and remember, if you need a place of safety, come to Schloss Ritter.
Goodbye, Uncle Wolfgang.
Okay, we know what we're supposed to do today. Check out the remains in the Getty tomb. But first, like we start off every day, let's read the newspaper.
Times-Picayune, dated June 24th, 1993. There's nothing about the Voodoo murders case in the papers today. Gabriel finds a humorous tidbit under the Life is Stranger Than Fiction column. Apparently, there were reports of ghosts in the Bayou Saint-Jean last night. Various people called the newspaper with stories about hearing strange noises and seeing weird lights over the swamp. Some folks claim it's the ghost of Marie Laveau. The paper relates it to similar delusions that crop up every Halloween. Gabriel's horoscope today reads, "Wise is the warrior who knows when to fight and when to get the hell out of Dodge."
God help me, I'm actually starting to listen to this guy.
Coffee, anyone? Sure, I don't get points for this, but Gabriel always starts his day
good
with
coffee.
a good cup of coffee. Alright.
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
We know from the chance meeting that the Getty's tombs are... or the Getty's tomb is in St. Louis No. 1. Or at least the one that Malia was at. Oh, that's weird.
The plate is up. Beneath the plate is a button.
Why is this up? It looks like it's been pried open.
Gabriel hears the faint sound of breaking glass.
Damn, you'd think there'd be a light.
Gabriel can't see anything in the dark.
Do I have anything that'll provide a light? Darn it, I don't have anything. It's time to get out. Is that supposed to be a button or something?
It's a lit button.
That's nice. Darn, I need matches or a flashlight or something. Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's right. I'd ignored it until now, but seems like we do need to take the thing that wasn't nailed down in Gabriel's room. So let's head back to St. George's bookshop and grab the thing that we need. A disposable
I knew
flashlight.
you'd miss me, so I came back.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Right now, I'd take you at your word, Grace. Right there.
There's a flashlight on the dresser. This building's wiring leaves a lot to be desired.
I might need a flashlight.
And now let's head back to the graveyard.
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
Now, I know Wolfgang said not to do this without him, but I figure Gabriel can probably take care of himself against, well, yeah, that's the weird thing. There was something that broke. It's like wham, the glass just sort of broke like that. That was kind of weird, wasn't it? I'm not quite sure what to make of it.